Hey guys, it's Rob with Strategy Simple, and it's happy Friday afternoon. It's noon Eastern time, so I thought I'd do a little lunch video for you guys. Keep this one short. This one is a little bit different. So I have a question for you. What's your problem? No, really. Your problem. What's the problem that your solution solves? What's it that you offer to your market, and how does it help your customers? So what I thought we'd do is kind of run through this. This is actually a piece of our value matrix strategy workshop that we're going to go through real quick, and just thought I'd share it with you. It's kind of a fun little process, and happy to answer any questions you guys may have about this, but here we go. So what is your problem? Number one, what are the common characteristics of the types of problems that your solution solves? Number two, what is unique about the solution that you provide? And then this is where it gets really meaty, and this isn't necessarily all about me, but what is your value wedge? And this is from a book by a couple of authors that I really like, and we'll go through that in a minute. So what are the common characteristics of the types of problems that your solution solves? This is a big one. I always go through the process that we do internally is we actually call it painstorming. So you actually go in and identify what are the problems that your customer is having. Like, what is their big Monday morning problem? What is the big thing that they're trying to solve? It might not be a problem, it might be a challenge. It might be something that they're trying to solve for in their business, productivity. Again, there's different types of pains, right? So there's financial, productivity, process, and there's one more, I'm forgetting it. But identify what those problems are, and then go through and identify what are the common characteristics of those problems that you solve. Maybe it's across verticals, right? So if you're highly focused in manufacturing and you're working with that group, then you can solve different things there. It might be across industries. So you might be saying, well, I work with manufacturing companies, and I work with telecommunications companies, and I work with these other companies. What are the challenges that they're solving, and what is it that your solution solves for them? So identify what those common characteristics are, and that'll help you identify how to talk with your clients. So let's go back to the next slide. What is unique about the solution that you provide? Again, you've heard me say a million times, you can't say quality, you can't say service, you can't say price. In some cases you can say people, because people can make the difference. Because you get into experience and everything else. So, what is it that's unique? Maybe it's the way that you do it. Maybe it's the process. Maybe it's the software. Maybe it's how you do those things. But you have to identify what is it that's unique about you. And the next slide is really cool for me because it really helps you identify what that can look like. So let's go ahead and jump to the next slide, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So the book is called Conversations That Win the Complex Sale by Eric Peterson and Tim Reister. And they have a tool or a process that they call the value wedge. And this really helps. So as you're looking at this is your customer, right? So this is what they're trying to do. These are the solutions that you solve. These are the solutions that your competitors offer. In a lot of cases, that overlap, they call it value parity, and I really like that the concept of value parity, because there's pieces that you do that are very similar or the same as what your competitors do, but then there's stuff that you do that's unique, and that really allows you to create a value wedge, and that's how you can push out your competitors. Again, it might be your software. If you're a SaaS company, it might be the carrier mix that you have. It might be the solution of the different things that you solve for your clients. The value wedge is what's going to make it so that you can push the competitors out, right? The next slide I really like, and it goes through the power position. And I really like how in this book they went through the is, does, means. And I'm going to go through that here right now. So we've got a little bit of a workshop tool that we use that answers, what is your product? Those are the features and benefits. What it does, that's kind of the uniqueness in the messaging, and then what it means can really be the true identifier. So if you want to take notes on this would be a good one to kind of identify and just think through this. Maybe this weekend, just spend a few minutes and say, okay, what is my product, what it is, what it does, and then what it means, right? So if you go through that process, it can really help. And I actually conveniently have a slide to help you walk through that. So let's go over to it. So here's an example, right? And I always use a Tylenol example because it's really simple. What your solution is? Well, Tylenol is acetaminophen, right? Who cares? What it does? Well, it relieves pain without upsetting your stomach. Oh, that's what it does. What it means is that you can be more productive at work because you don't have a headache or the side effects of a stomach ache. And if you're a family person, it means you can be more patient with your kids because you're pain-free, right? You're not dealing with a stomach ache and you're not grumpy. All right, so that's kind of a lame one. A little bit of a pitch fest now. Let's go for the value matrix strategy and what the workshop is. The solution is, it's a workshop with a proven 6-step marketing workshop, right? Okay. What it does, it creates a unique marketing message in half a day. Very cool. What it means your target prospects are most likely to buy from you through unique messaging that speaks to the customer problems and pain points that you solve best. Oh, so it means you're going to be able to have a clear message that differentiates you from your competitors. Huh, that's interesting. So that's the whole concept, right? So as we get into this and we go back to what it is that we're talking about, right? What's your problem? Identify what it is that makes you unique in the marketplace. What are the problems that you solve for your clients? What are the unique features about your solution set that your competitors don't offer? And then what it is, what it does, what it means. Not that complex. Going through the process, happy to do it with you. That's what I got for you on Friday. A little bit of mind candy for you for the weekend. Is, does, means. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great weekend, and see you soon.